Ever wondering how to drill for new cabinet handles? Well, I'm gonna show you now. Got this kitchen that's going in, and we're gonna start doing some handles today. You see I already did a couple here. And I'll take you step by step how to do it. Let me get these cut open and I'll kind of show you the tools. Most cabinet handles that you buy will come with 2 sets of screws. Sometimes they only come with the shorties. But then you also get these. And on each one of those nubs, you could take a pair of like Lineman's or Dykes and you could just snip off to the length that you need. Next, you're gonna need 2 combination squares. I got a 16 here, and then I got my 12 here. And the most important thing is that we're keeping all the measurements exactly the same. So, even like this, as you can see, these handles are not level right now, right? That's because the doors need to be adjusted. What I like to do is do everything with the drill versus the impact. Even though these are impact drill bits, the drill is just a little bit less powerful. So it's not gonna tear through the back of your door. Nice and clean. Next, bit size. You want the bit size to be just slightly bigger than the screw that you'll be using. A little bit bigger is always better. Now, usually they say bigger holes aren't better, but in this case, slightly bigger is okay. In case you're off just that hair with the holes, then that little bit of wiggle room, you'll be able to slide the handle up or down to get a perfect fit. We're not going to be using the impact to tighten, because we don't want to strip nothing. So we'll be doing everything by hands. Just the number 2. The space over and the height of your handle placement is purely up to the client. Just whatever's comfortable for them to grab, whatever's natural for them to grab. First, we'll start by putting some blue tape on the doors, approximately where we're gonna have the handles. The blue tape is gonna stop your paint from chipping as you drill it. Now I'm gonna hold the handle approximately where I want it. See visually like what looks nice. These are uppers, and when your client's a little on the shorter side, you want to make sure that it's going to be easily accessible. I think something like that is good. So we're about 2 inches up from the bottom. So now I want to come over to my combination square. Well, I'll use the big one for this. All my depth, or excuse me, this spacing off the edge is always going to be this combination square, and that's because I have it set. I'm not going to touch this. So every single one of my doors, I'll be using this exact measurement. Now the heights are going to differ, and I'll show you what I mean. But obviously, this is a pantry door, right? So I'm not gonna have these handles like all the way up here. That's too much. Versus this upper, which is a 36, you're gonna need it lower. So that's gonna adjust, but the spacing between them is gonna remain the same. So, okay, I made my marks. I just took my combination square, put it up, and I drew my mark. I do that for both. Okay. Then we'll take my other combination. And we'll hold it to the side, and I'll make that that cross mark. That's gonna be my first drilling point. Okay, that's my first mark. I'm gonna take my handle, and you see the hole there? I'm gonna line up the center of the hole, my template for the width. This is gonna be my template for the height. No matter what happens, it has to be exactly the same. So even right now, it might not look level. It's because once you adjust the door and get the door level, then the handle's level. So, okay. So now I have the top marked. As you can see when I put the handle up. Like that. That lines up. And the same with that. So now I could go ahead and drill those holes. Now another thing to be considerate about is you can't always drill these doors closed because sometimes you have a panel behind it and you will go straight into that panel. Okay, got a perfect fit. Let's go ahead and do this door now. Okay, perfect. If you install your door handles like this, they'll be perfect every single time. It's foolproof, okay? Get rid of the torpedo, the levels and all that. 2 combination squares. And that's it pretty much. So I'm gonna be finishing up the rest of this kitchen today. As far as like the handles go. And I'll probably pop these hi-hats in. Oh, excuse me, these pendants in. This is something like our finished product's gonna look. Okay, here we go. All done, looking good. Oh. This took me, what, hour and a half, I think. And everything's beautiful. So, okay, here we go. All done, looking good. Oh. This took me, what, hour and a half, I think. And everything's beautiful. So, on to the next.